Hey everybody, Brett Okamoto from Miami here with Benoit Saint Denis, who of course fights Dustin Poirier, UFC 299. It is a Tuesday, and you're used to sort of the Tuesday UFC schedule, but is it a little different now? You know, being in the co-main event, having this big fight, does the week look just a little bit different for you as opposed to some of the other ones?
I have a couple more obligations than usually, but I'm already concentrate on what my mission. My mission is to beat a man with two legs and two arms on Saturday night, and it's Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, with all the other stuff that comes along with it, though, do you like that? Do you see it as kind of part of a job? Are you trying to enjoy it, or is it just something you got to get through and on your way to the fight?
Yeah, I enjoy what I can enjoy, and the rest I take it as a part of my job, like you said, and I'm trying to pass all the little stuff step after step, and to get to what is my obligation is to have my end race on Saturday night.
As far as like the French fans, do they kind of like the drama of it? Do they like the, Conor McGregor grabbing the belt and Ilia Topuria grabbing the belt, and they like kind of the pro wrestling stuff, or do they like sort of the straightforward, let's be serious about the fight, or do they like the drama aspect?
I think it's like in every country you have both. You have some guys they love the drama, and some guys they love a good old style warriors. Or you have both kind of public, but if you can have a little bit of those two, it's perfect.
You seem to have, a lot of guys, not everybody, but a lot of guys kind of go through this mental transformation during fight week. You seem to have a very serious one about it, because of how you treat it. You like the military stuff background. You've said before, you've been in the military, obviously. So do you feel like you kind of have a mental transformation over the course of the week? Do you feel like as the fight gets closer, you feel something different go on with your personality or anything?
It's not especially during the fight week. It's when I'm in the locker room 2 3 hours before the fight. Then yeah, I switch. I switch and I go in beast mode.
What is that like? I mean, maybe that's a difficult question to answer, but I'm kind of fascinated by that. You guys, what you have to do mentally to prepare right before the fight, and the way how serious that you take it, and sort of the mindset that you bring. What is that like in the locker room? Can you describe it at all?
Yeah, we are getting higher in intensity, higher and higher. The heat is starting to play on the whole body and the mind, and then I think about nothing, and I'm like a machine, and I just enjoy the moment, and let every mistake or every bad thing go through me like nothing, and uh, I'm just doing like I put my mental mind in war set, and I'm just concentrating on one thing: is destroying my opponent.
This might. I hope this doesn't come across as a weird question, but I hear from time to time guys say that like I have to be prepared to die in there, and I want to ask you that question because you've actually been in the military. You've been in sort of a different sort of mindset before. Like when you hear guys say like I'm willing to die for this, do you have that kind of thought cross your mind before a fight?
It's a bit dramatic because the only thing that can happen in the cage is you can get your arm broken or stuff like that, your bones broken by a punch, nose broken, stuff like that. Maybe you can die, but a very low risk of that. You have higher risk of that by fighting guys with a AK or IR-15. So, I just set my mind. A defeat is unacceptable, and I'm gonna put everything I can to get the victory and the job done.
Where do the Poirier memories start for you? When were you first aware of him? Were you a fan of his at first? When do you recall the first time seeing him?
I came very late to MMA. I started to train MMA seriously 2018. So yes, of course, he was one of the big names already there. When I started MMA, he was fighting Habib for the lightweight title. So yeah, it's a guy that has been around for a long time. I like his state of mind. I'm very happy and honored to be his opponent. But only way to honor a guy like this is to have a tough preparation and to give him the toughest fight possible. That's what we enjoy.
What do you think are the most difficult fights for you right now in the division? Is it guys like this, the experienced guys like Poirier and Gaethje, or is it sort of like this new guys coming up like yourself, Arman, sort of those younger guys who are coming up? Do you think that those are the more difficult fights, or do you think it's still the names that we've come to know over so many years?
We had two pound-for-pound kings in the division. We had Islam Makhachev and Rabib Nurmagomedov. Those are the two guys you want to fight if you are lightweight, because it's the best way to get that spot. It's the holy grail of every fighter has to be number one pound for pound. So yeah, I think Islam deserve this place on the ranking because of his mix of high-level opponents he faced and activity as a champion, and he is a target for everybody.
So final thing for you, as you said, he's the target. How do you think you match up with him? What do you think a fight with yourself and Islam looks like?
First off, I have to make war to Dustin Poirier. That's very exciting, but yeah, the future will tell us what will happen next.
Okay. Can't wait for it, man. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank
Best
you
of luck.
very much.
Enjoy the week.
Cheers.